All right. All right, good deal, good deal. So we're going to be doing these pretty regularly, I think. Hopefully every day. That is my plan. That is the goal. But let's go ahead and fire in. It's Winning Cures Everything. I'm Gary. This is the January 8th. Winning Cures Everything, January 8th edition of the show. I'm going to jump in with college basketball picks. I'm going to try and do it every day. I've gone 14-6 since I started on Friday. I got my power rankings, my system in place to do all my numbers. College basketball, a lot more analytical. I can actually deep dive into numbers. You don't have to worry so much about emotion and whatnot. It's basically just what can guys do. You can really get into analytics on that. So I'm going to jump into that now. I've got 13 picks today. Like I said, 14-6 since I started on Friday. That's against the spread or over-unders, etc. I've got a lot of totals today. Only a couple of three. Only three sides that I would take, and both are really short numbers, or all three are really short numbers. Let's go in and fire off on those, and then we'll jump into the college football playoff national championship game. A brief reaction because Chris and I will be recording tonight. So we'll go ahead and jump into the college basketball picks. First game I've got over 126.5 for Texas against Oklahoma State. Love that pick. 126.5, way too short on this number. Under 157 for Toledo versus Buffalo. I've got over 138.5 for Eastern Michigan against Ball State. Southern Illinois at Drake. I like Drake plus 1.5 here. I think Drake wins the game outright on this one. Over 135 for Southern Illinois against Drake. And so I think there will be more points than that. I've got over 125 for Northern Iowa against Illinois State. I think that's going to go way over 125. I think we're looking in the 130s there on that. I like North Carolina plus 1 against North Carolina State. I know NC State 13-1, playing at home. It's a big game for them. I think North Carolina is immensely more talented. I think they're more battle-tested. Rolling with North Carolina plus 1. I also like the under 172.5 in this one. I don't think it's going to be as high-scoring a game as people are making it out to be. 172.5 is just a lot of points. I'm going to go with over 151.5 for Purdue and Michigan State. I do think there will be a lot of points there. Definitely over the 151.5. I'm going over 134.5 for Wyoming against San Diego State. That's my lock tonight. Over 134.5. My numbers have that. It should be around a 147 total, and the line has actually dropped a couple of points. I looked for injury updates. I looked for anything like that. Nothing crazy has changed, and both of these teams score. So I'm going over 134.5 on Wyoming, San Diego State. I'm going over 146.5 for UNLV against New Mexico. Again, a lot of points. I think New Mexico scores a lot tonight. That's a late ball game, by the way. Brown plus 1.5 at Canisius. I like Brown to win that game outright. My ratings have Brown as like a 6 or 7 point favorite. And then I like the under 145.5 in that one. Brown can play a lot of defense. Canisius is not a scoring power. So I'm going to roll with those. Let's talk about the college football playoff last night. Alabama, Clemson, absolute beatdown. We were on Clemson plus 6. We were on Clemson and Alabama over 58.5, and then pounded it again at 57.5. Absolutely love it. Chris and I will be doing our reaction show tonight to that, so a better video than just this live stream. But yeah, this is never have we seen this before. It's the worst Alabama loss in 20 years since the Mike Dubose era. The Music City Bowl in 1998 was the last time it was that bad. And if you look at the stats, it really wasn't as bad of a beating as the score indicated. But goodness gracious sakes alive, in the morning, Alabama shot themselves in the foot time after time after time. Could not do anything in the red zone at all. Clemson's defense, their defensive line was able to get pressure. Turns out that Alabama losing Brown on the offensive line was a massive deal because Clemson was able to get pressure with just their down 4. And when they did that, Tua looked lost. He could not find anybody to throw the football to. It was an abomination, really. What's crazy is Alabama was able to run the football. Had they actually run the ball more than they did, I think they probably would have been able to keep this game a little tighter. But mistake after mistake. I mean, Alabama lost the turnover battle. They lost the penalty battle. It was gut-wrenching. It was brutal. And fans of teams that don't like Alabama were very, very happy. I think had this been a beating the other way around, like if Alabama had beaten Clemson by this same score, the ratings would have been much worse. I think the public actually likes seeing the bully get bullied. And Clemson has not quite reached that level yet, but with a game like this, they are getting there. So again, with our college basketball picks, like I said, there's 13 of them. I'm going to have them on the website, winningcureseverything.com. Go check that thing out. You know what? I'm not going to try and read them all again, but I will have them posted over in the gambling picks section at winningcureseverything.com. Go check that out. Keep coming in every day. We will be back every single day. We'll see about how we want to shape the show. I'm not certain yet exactly what we're going to do. We're doing it on YouTube and Twitter, and then we'll post it to Facebook afterwards. But yeah, I'm excited. This should be a lot of fun. We're going to do it every day. I'm going to try and do it at the same time every day, so around 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But we'll see, and it's only going to be 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the longest. Today we're running about 7 minutes, roundabout, not too shabby. But yeah, go over to the website, check out the college basketball picks for tonight's games. We'll have more of them tomorrow. Tonight, 13 games that I like. I'm all over it. Remember, winning cures everything. Let's do it.